there, stat students. How are you doing? I hope everything's going well. We are starting week 9. So, in case you didn't hear, we are starting a brand new marking period. What that means, of course, is that first marking period is done. You start fresh. There's nothing in the grade book until we start doing some work here in week 9. So, please make sure that you're staying up to date and don't be this is a time where I know senioritis could potentially kick in and it's kind of blah and dreary outside and it's easy to get lazy and start slacking. So please don't do that. We do not want to be having conversations in December and January about how you have got to get your act together and get some late work in. So stay on top of things. I hope I've been doing a good job of touching base with you, checking in, making sure you're doing okay. I ask a lot of questions because I really, truly want to know how you're doing. So please touch base. You've been doing a great job getting work in. Make sure you ask me questions. Google Messages seems to be a really good way that we can kind of talk back and forth. I get emails, I get remind texts. I'm happy with all of them, and I try to answer them back pretty quickly. So I'm here to help you. The material doesn't get easier as we go through the year, so I want to make sure that you are taking ownership of your own learning and you're making sure that you're asking questions as you need to, filling in those gaps. There's nothing worse than trying to slide through something and pretending you understand it, and then we reuse it. And if you haven't noticed, we reuse a lot of stuff in math, so happens in stats as well. So new marking period, week 9. Face-to-face students are finishing up their presentations. We needed the time in class. You guys have turned yours in, so those will be in the grade book, hopefully by the time you're watching this, if not soon after. We're all moving into chapter 4. So we've got kind of a crazy week here at school. No school on Tuesday, which means Monday and Wednesdays. I'm looking at section 4.1, notes and assignment. Thursday and Friday, we'll do section 4.2, and then I've got a dice and coin activity. Weekly exit ticket, of course, at the end of the week. Let me know how chapter 4 is starting off. And don't forget, you've got a Google Meet. You can choose Tuesday or Friday, 1:10 either way. The Google link or the Meet link is up here at the top of the page if you go in. I try to send you a remind, but sometimes I don't remember to remind you. So as far as the classwork page, it's not super long. I do have, and I should have put it in that first page, using TI-84 lists for calculations. You are going to love this. If you've been struggling with finding your X-bar and your standard deviation, or maybe just standard deviation, here is your ticket. So please, if you've got a TI-84, I know some of you do, others said you are using the app, use this. I made a short 5-minute video. I know I tend to get wordy, but just to kind of walk you through a set of data so that you can see how you can get your measures of central tendency, a lot of things, 5-number summary, without having to do all the hand calculations. So I used a set of data in the video just to kind of get some data. And then I gave you this data again because you did use your chapter 3 test data when you did your chapter 3 reflection and data crunching last week. So you can compare numbers, make sure you get the same thing. It's a really cool tool. Once you figure it out, we're going to use this for the rest of the year. So at this point, I'm telling you, you do not have to hand calculate your standard deviations anymore, as long as you know how to use the lists in your TI-84. So hopefully you're going to enjoy that. Give me a thumbs up if you do. I think it's amazing, and now you know how I can sneakily do the work super fast. So, all right, and then we're moving into chapter 4. So I put the chapter 4 notes packet up there, just the blank stuff. If you like that, other people are using paper, whatever works best for you. So I've got section 4.1 and an assignment. The assignment is a worksheet. I've got section 4.2 and an assignment. That one is also a worksheet. I don't know if you like or dislike worksheets, and then I've got this activity for dice and coins. So hopefully you can dig up a coin and a couple of dice at your house. If not, I'm sure you can find a coin. But if not, if you need to use a computer simulation for 2 dice, I know they are out there. Go ahead and do that. It's always fun to be able to do it on your own, something different. So complete the activity. Really what it's coming down to is theoretical versus experimental statistics. What did you get and what should you get based on all the theories, all of our classical statistics. So there's a few things in there. Let me know how that activity goes. I actually say that in the weekly exit ticket. This is your chance. Let me know how things are going, how chapter 4 is beginning. It's kind of its own little thing with probability. It's one chapter of probability in the whole statistics class. So chapter 4 is it. I'm interested in whether you liked the activity or saw that it had some meaning for you. And again, I'm always here to answer questions. So this weekly exit ticket is just one more strategy to let me know if you've got some kind of concern, struggle, not understanding, whatever it might be. So I try to give you as many opportunities to ask me questions. Please be an active learner. Virtual is not always easy. So own it and make sure you're looking out for yourself. I don't know you have a question unless you ask me, especially because I only get to see your face once a week in a Google Meet. So please make sure you're using me. I might be your best resource for answering those questions, and I am more than happy to do that. That is what I love to do, is answer questions and help you to understand. So that is it for week 9. Again, remember, this is the beginning of a new marking period. So please make sure you're on top of things and owning it, and stick with me. Thanks for all your hard work so far. Keep it up. We have got this, and I'll see you next week.